Welcome to the Own Your Family, where real stories and proven formulas are shared about leaving the rat race so you can achieve freedom and spend more quality time with your family. Get ready, mompreneurs and dadpreneurs, to get inspired by earning from home, living healthy, and aspiring for more in life with your hosts, Renat and Katrina.
I'm Katrina Sevilla. Today, we have another exciting episode, and I can't wait to introduce our honored guest. Her name is Blanca Vergara. Blanca is an internationally recognized life skills strategist for intelligent women. She created the Clarity Mini Retreat and is also the author of several books, including Women Work Wonders and One Couple, Two Careers. She has degrees in information technology, coaching, and an MBA, and has over 30 years of international business experience. Blanca, welcome to Pinoy Wheel.
Thank you for having me. I'm delighted to be here to talk to your audience.
You're welcome. It's my honor to have you here at Pinoy Wheel. Thank you again, Blanca. Today, just like I said, we have a very interesting topic in store for all of our viewers and the listeners. Blanca is going to share with us her expertise and knowledge on money, and most of all, how to have a millionaire mindset. So we are going to dig into these subjects in a little while so we can reach out this wonderful message to as many people as possible. Right, Blanca?
Absolutely.
Okay. So before we begin the hot conversation, how is it going there in Amsterdam?
Well, it's very interesting. It is very true that you create reality. There's like two realities. There are some people who are in panic and we're doomed and recession and illness and everything goes bad. And there is another group of people who are blooming. Who are for the first time selling, who are selling for the first time more than they sold before, that they are the healthiest that they have ever been. It is really astonishing to see the two worlds. So I guess my report on how is it in Amsterdam, I think more and more is really getting really clear and transparent, the difference of what you have in your mind. Really astonishing clear.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes. So, right, as you said, there are two kind of forces that's going on there, not only in Amsterdam for sure, but also everywhere during this time of uncertainty, lockdown / quarantine, correct? But I think that's normal. And I believe that the other side has to have to do with positivity. So I hope we can give out that kind of, vibe and spirit to the people.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm incredibly optimistic. I'm incredibly positive and sometimes annoyingly positive. Even in the worst times, I think of the best. And because really, what is the worst time? When you die. I'm a Stoic at heart. And what the Stoics used to do was to remind their generals, you'll die. So this success that you have, this failure that you have, is not permanent. It doesn't define you. You have to start again and keep calm. Keep calm in the biggest storm. Marcus Aurelius was the greatest Stoic, and he was the Caesar during a pandemic. So he can, looking at his life story, helps us to see, well, we're not the first one in such a pain. And he gives us example of being the leader, being present and loving, positive, not in a smiley, sticker, superficial way, but in a compassionate, heart-to-heart way.
Right.
Because indeed, There are people who have been losing their jobs, their family members. We have been all losing somehow part of our freedom. So to be compassionate with their pain helps them to rise to the occasion. So we have to be leaders to be able to do that.
Right. Thank you so much, Blanca. That's such a wonderful message for all the people out there who's in panic, who is in negativity. And really, to be honest, this lockdown/quarantine days have been, personally very good to us. I mean, for me, it's such a blessing because this is by far the most productive days of my life, despite having to take care of my 1-year-old baby boy. And the weather is really nice, correct? Has been very good. So absolutely, so many things to be grateful for. Yeah.
So many things to be grateful for.
Right, thank you. So Blanca, we all want to hear your own story in a nutshell.
Sure. Well, my story is quite long because I am 50 years old. So I have lots to tell you.
I understand.
In terms of business, I started when I was 10 years old. And this is serious. I was working with my father, negotiating tons of cement and tons of steel to be bought. And I was pretty good negotiator at 10, getting big deals for him. And I had been growing in business. And, my parents got divorced when I was, they got separated first and they got divorced. And before I decided on a career. So I decided to go for IT because that will give me money. Because I didn't want to be like my mom, who was dependent on the husband. So I really started with those fears of a lack and went for a career that I was good at, but bored me to death. So I grew in my career in IT. I became a corporate executive really quickly. I was in my early 30s, a big boss, driving the expensive car and earning a lot of money, having a profit and loss responsibility. And I really hated every single minute of it. I really did hate it, because it really didn't match my longings. My longings is personal connection, love, beauty, art, conversations, meaning. And I was working even in a scientific space, so IT and scientific apply to science. So I asked God to take me out of that, and I went out of that, and I started the journey of becoming a coach and understanding what that was, and becoming a mother and accepting love. And so then I have a practice, a coaching practice for almost 15 years. And in this time of becoming an entrepreneur, I learned a lot about money, because when you are an employee, you have some level of knowing about money, but you are in fear, because you're in fear that you cannot generate your own money. They will pay me because they are the big company, because they have the big logo, they have the big reputation, but to make money myself and to sell myself. That was so fascinating. And that's where all the lessons of my childhood came back. So now what I do is to help, especially women, to deal with these non-supporting beliefs that come from childhood and from before childhood. Because as we were talking about, you come from the Philippines and I come from Mexico, and our countries have an ancestral pain coming from the 16th century, that we were just, ingrained in our mind that we were not good enough, that some of us were slaves, some of us were raped, and our countries were raped, and the products were taken away. So our self-esteem, our self-worth was really little. And that has been reinforced by the media. In Mexico, you have, if you have money, you're a drug dealer. If you have money, you're a corrupt politician. If you have money, you're a bad guy. So then people sabotage themselves as a complete society not to have money, because having money is bad. And having money is bad for women even more, because otherwise you're a gold digger, you are a prostitute, you are a really bad person if you have money. Money of yourself, of your business, or money of your husband. No matter what, money and women, it is a bad thing. So what I've been working on is peeling this onion of non-supporting beliefs for myself, working on my old self-worth issues and modeling that to my customers. And my customers are starting to peel that onion and starting to come up with their things. One of my customers, the recent success, was a woman who had several times cancer. And she was suffering. She was in blame. Everything was their fault. And she was not able to love herself enough to say, this is what I have, world. In this way, I can help you. And working together on these mindset changes and practical things of, how do you approach the market and how do you call your services? She came out and she got her first money in years. So it has a huge impact, because the services that you and all your audience is going to offer are services that are good for the planet. In general, women care. We care. We care for children. We care for humanity. We care for animals. And if we create services that are about caring and about beauty, what kind of future we are going to create? A future of psychologically healthy children, a future of learning from animals, of nature being beautiful. So if we support the transformation of the non-supported beliefs of women, they will show up in the marketplace and the economy will change. So that is my, I am giving my life for that. And it's starting to make an impact. One business owner at a time.
Yes. Great story, Blanca. Yeah. Thank you. Such an inspiring and eye-opening as well for me. But I really want to go back to your experience, because I see that you climbed pretty quickly in the corporate ladder, okay? And that you have a lot of experiences as well in doing businesses internationally. So what are your best successful habits and practices that you would like to share with us and to our viewers and listeners?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, one thing that I know for sure is that one size doesn't fit all. So I will go back to the fundamentals. Know thyself. What works for you? What works for you? There are fundamentals that I'm going to advise you to do to answer this question. And this will make you tremendously happy and successful. It's really cool and healthy. To know thyself, you really need to start meditating, and start a practice of meditating in whichever way you want. Really, I don't care if you do Zen meditation, transcendental meditation, or one thing that I do, because of course I am a mompreneur. So in other words, I take care that the house is clean and take care of children. I clean the house, and while I clean the house, I am repeating the mantra, cleaning for clarity, cleaning for clarity, cleaning for clarity. And when I am doing cleaning for clarity, the best strategic ideas come. So when you know thyself and you connect with yourself within, you are able to take decisions really powerfully. When you are working in stress, your blood goes to your limbs because it feels your body that you're running away from the lion. When you think in peace, your blood, your oxygen goes to your prefrontal cortex. And even if you are making decisions out of meditation or prayer, whatever it is in your belief system, you are taking decisions that are more efficient than the ones under stress. There's a research about the effectiveness of doctors in an emergency room. What they did is that they divide them in two. Half the doctors were running to the emergency room, half the doctors were walking to the emergency room. The guys who were running arrived really fast, but they had a lot of time to recover. The guys who were walking started to think, okay, what information they gave me about the accident? Maybe the person has this, maybe the person has that, maybe I ordered this test. So when they arrived, they knew what to do faster because they were engaged. So know thyself, be in peace.
Wonderful.
One. Okay,
Thank you, Blanca. That's
I think this is really powerful.
very
That's
powerful.
a habit.
Yes, it is. I do believe. I'm strongly believer of meditation, and just like what you said. Okay, when you meditate, you put things in the right perspective. You are at peace, and thus it gives you the right decision making. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because, we have so much information right now. If you have so much information that confuses you and you add it to your non-supportive beliefs, you will make the wrong choice. So overwhelm plus fear gives you wrong choices. When you have calm and focus, then you can be intelligent.
Nice. Wonderful. Okay, Blanca, as a money mindset coach and guru, how important is it for any person to learn to make money?
Well, money's here to stay. If they taken all the money away from us, all of us, right away, boom, in a week, you have rich and poor again. Money is this way of communicating what we feel within, what we believe possible within. So when we work on our self-image and our self-worth, we can really step up to the table of where decisions are being taken. So I personally want to empower as many women as possible so that they sit at the decision-making tables to make better decisions for the planet and for the economy. That's the relevance. So far, you see the boards full of men making decisions just in businesses that are just for keeping the status quo, to giving the very same positions to their sons and other men who think the very same way. So if we want to change the future, we need to have more women there. And to have more women there, we have to start within. We have to start changing our own beliefs. So we have to conquer our inner game of money so that we have the power in the reality. Not everything is spiritual. Not everything is spiritual. We have a body for a reason, because we have to make an impact that is 3D, an impact in the economy, an impact in software, an impact in, in the sea, in the children, in the mountains. So if we don't have power, the power that gives money, then we're not going to be able to influence much. That's a relevance. The relevance and the solution.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
I got it. Now, what I observe as well is that everyone wants to have money, but most people undervalue the process, the skills, and the character of what it takes to make money. So for you, Blanca, what does it really take for one person to make money?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It is like driving a car pressing the gas and the brakes, and pressing gas and the brakes, and pressing the gas and the brake, and the gas and the brake. I want money, but I don't want, because otherwise they will think that I'm a bad person, a gold digger, a prostitute, or whatever it is that you are scared about, or a drug dealer, or a corrupt politician. So you want, but you don't want. You want, but you don't want. So getting rid of the non-supported beliefs, or at least start peeling the onion and reducing them, will allow you to press the gas. And as you transform these not supported beliefs, you will realize that actually it's not that difficult. Because it's not that difficult. Now we are online, we are on internet. How many people can watch this video? Millions. Now more than ever is the best time to become an entrepreneur, because what people need right now is transformation, not information, not products. They need to transform their psychology. They need to connect. They need to be a sense of belonging. They need care. So,
all right.
Yes. The secret to make money goes back to the habit that we were talking before. It's not about action. It's about conquering your inner game.
Right. Thank you for that, Blanca. So just to make sure I got it right, it takes actually an inner belief system, a correct belief system, to be able to make money, and not more about doing and hard work. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. Yeah, because, think about it. Think about people in the US who have 2 or 3 jobs. You go and flip hamburgers, you go and park cars, and you go and wash cars. Working really hard. And they are making less money than a person who possibly says, if I buy that piece of land and sell it to that other guy, I could make a couple of millions. With 2 phone calls, he made money. We are using Zoom. This company is growing like mushrooms, faster than mushrooms. I don't know, I haven't seen the calculation, but maybe Zoom is growing more than the coronavirus itself. And that way is making so much money. So it's not about action. And that's something that we need to remind, especially women, because I don't know if you have seen it, the burnout rate is gigantic, because women going to action, proving herself, hard work, I want to prove the world that I can do it, is the wrong path. Is the wrong path.
Yes. All right. Wonderful. So thank you again for that information, Blanca, for reminding our women that there is a chance for them to be able to make money in a much better way, in a much easier way than just by working hard. And that's just a message of hope for everyone, especially to women.
Especially to women, and especially to moms, because we think, oh my God, I have a baby, I have a teenager, or whatever like that. But, there are times in which the babies are sleeping. I have 2 children, 7 and 9. And every morning I work from 5 to 7. And they know that before 7, I'm not available. After 7, they get all the kisses of the world. And this has allowed me to do work in that mindset. That's time for meditation. That's time for journaling. That's time for reading. That's time for planning my day. This morning ritual is really, and for my me time, my mom me time. And that allows me to love them. So it's another hack. It's another habit.
Right. Right. Blanca, on the other hand, I do believe that there are also some skills that we need to pick up, we need to hone to be able to make money, correct? It's not just about, okay, sitting there and expecting money will fall in our lap, right? So,
Oh,
yeah, that's correct.
oh,
So,
let me clarify it.
yes,
No,
yeah,
I absolutely do not advocate to sitting down and meditate and do nothing. No way. I'm totally against that. It really, now you really press my button. There was a time in which I got that advice. I understood it this way, and I meditated and sat down. Guess what happened? I got depressed because I was not doing it good enough. I was not happy enough, and that was the reason why it was not manifesting. I did not say that, please. That really caused me great depression. Don't do that. That causes depression on women.
correct.
You meditate, you get guidance, and you take action. You have to take action. You have to move. That's the reason why you have a body, because you have to use it.
Right. So Blanca, what I would like to ask is that what are some very important hard skills and soft skills that you would recommend someone to acquire who is actually planning and starting a new entrepreneurial activity?
Three things. I have actually created a mastermind that is based on three things, and these are the three things that I'm going to give you. You definitely need to make a practice this not I self. And this is an action. You really have to sit down and meditate. It's not that you are going to dream that you're going to meditate, you're going to do it. Second, you need the strategy and tactics. You need to get yourself a mentor. You need to read. You need to make a plan. You need to have, a project plan. You need to have a software architecture. You need to do the work. So this is the way around it. To make money, you have to have prospects. The prospects need to become customers. The customers need to become ambassadors. You have to do the work, really old-fashioned business thing. You have to do the work. But, especially women, you have to be seen. To be able to manifest what you want, you have to do it in community. You have to look for a community of women who are going to hold you while you're doing the difficult work. So these are the three practices. Make a habit working in your mindset, good old-fashioned business sense, learn about technology, learn about business, read a book a week, just do the hard work. If you wish, do all what men say that you should do business. And the other two is do what women need for business. What women need for business is to work in their mindset and to do it in community. And that way you are balanced. It's like having the two legs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Blanca. So for
You're
reminding
welcome.
us that, we all still have to follow these things to be able to start up, and plan out our entrepreneurial activities. And indeed, entrepreneuring is not just an easy peasy thing. We still have to put our work in there. We have to hone our skills, and we have to get a mentor. So thank you for reminding us of that. And my next question is, can you explain to us what a millionaire mindset is in a simple way?
Well, we are in a transition. I was listening the news of Mexico, the news of the UK, the news of New Zealand, and what everybody says is that we're going to start changing the way we measure success all over the world, and to decrease the idea of money, but to increase the idea or the perspective on happiness. If you have money, and you are unhappy, that is failure. But if right now you look at what you have with full appreciation, then you are incredibly abundant. So you create your own reality. And by creating your own reality, you have to look at what you have. I sound very law of attraction, but you know who advocates gratitude as the shortest path to be a multimillionaire? Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett says, be grateful, and you're automatically abundant. For me, the millionaire mindset is very linked to gratitude and resourcefulness. Because when we're in blame, we say it's the fault of the men. Many women say that it's the fault of the men, it's the fault of the past, it's the fault of the system. But when we see what we have and we're grateful, then we have the power to make choices. So gratitude, resourcefulness are the key to unlimited abundance. That for me is a millionaire mindset.
Thank you, Blanca. Now, can you share us your favorite money mindset book and tell us about it?
Oh my God, my favorite money mindset book. I love books. If you go to my YouTube channel, I have many books that I have summarized, but really my favorite is Think and Grow Rich. This book, first I hated it because it's written by a man and a long time ago. So it sounded old-fashioned and patronizing and a bit too macho. And one day I said, well, I'm going to filter it and I'm just look for what I want to see. And then I found just a jewel. It's full of blessing and really specific strategies on how to do it. And actually, that's how I really started my very first mastermind. And one mastermind is a group of people who get together for the same purpose. In this case, to grow your business. And one mastermind led me to the other, healing lots of my non-supporting beliefs. So Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and especially his idea about mastermind, very powerful, highly recommended.
Definitely, I will have to go and check that book, Blanca. So my final question is, if there is only one very important lesson about money mindset that every single person should know, what lesson is it?
Hard. It's a hard one, but I want to choose one that I have been playing with a lot. Is that everything that is happening is a blessing. Everything that is happening is a blessing. Even if you don't understand what it is, we need to think that the universe is rearranging for your best interest. So you lost that customer. Oh, that's so sad. And then you realize that another project was better coming in the pipeline. Oh, you got ill. Maybe that time when you got ill, that was the time when you read this book and it opened this perspective. When you think that everything is a blessing, it's really like you open your wallet for money. If you think everything is a blessing, you will see opportunities left, right, and center. Opportunities for cooperation, opportunities for... So my homework to see everything as a blessing is that you get a piece of paper and you write at least 20 ideas on how to make money. And you write them today, and you write them tomorrow, and you write them for a week. 20 daily, 20 different. Will you find 140 ideas that you're going to implement? No. With the 140 ideas will be great? No. But you're going to start expanding your mind in possibilities, and you're going to start seeing possibilities. And even better, if you start acting upon these possibilities, you are going to find more possibilities. You act upon one that you really thought it was stupid and impossible, and you get a yes. Wow, you start seeing that more things are possible. So think everything is a blessing and put it into action. 20 business ideas or 20 ways of making money daily.
I'm going to do that. Definitely, Blanca. And it's been a great opportunity talking with you. It's such a blessing. And such an honor to talk about having the right money mindset. So thank you so much for sharing with Pinoy Real what's in your heart, your knowledge and expertise, so we can empower people to walk in their dreams. So Blanca, for those who want to reach you, can you tell us how they can get in touch with you?
Well, mainly through my website. My website is www.blancavergara.com. And there you're going to find a series of videos that are 9 mindset, no, I cannot say mindset, 9 mindset shifts to thrive in the post-corona economy. So as we talk about recession, this is the time to get really positive about money. And I give you 9 ideas of how you can do that in blancavergara.com.
Thanks for listening. Join our online family by signing up for your free account at www.ownyourfamily.com and begin your journey to freedom. Want to get there faster? Book a strategy call with us at ownyourfamily.com/book a call. As always, be sure to leave a rating and subscribe to our podcast and channel so you never miss a future episode.